Well, it was all very friendly, but he is now under arrest. Here's your different angle. So we're going to zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Have a look, see how the hovel's doing. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Market Street in Manchester. Today's January the 20th, 2025. It's a massive day for planet Earth, a massive day for the human beings that populate the surface, even the subterranean ones. It's a big day for you as well. Here's looking at you, Hamas. So today is the first day of Trump 2.0, the second round of his presidency, where he's going to complete the final 4 years of his reign over the world, really. And we wish Big Don well. The lefto-communists, they couldn't bring him down. Russian collusion, corruption, more Russian collusion. Oh, he's only there because the Kremlin, they investigated it. Turned out he's just Big Don, the biggest swinging dick in America. Yesterday, of course, Hamas, through the relentless, fierce military pressure from the Israeli Defense Forces, were forced to hand over 3 young female Israeli hostages. One of them has British nationality. I want to say well done to the Israeli Defense Forces. That is a miracle to rescue people alive from hell. And who didn't shed a tear seeing those young girls reunited with their mummy and daddy? Hey, hello, all good. I shed a tear. Order is restored to the universe. Leave no man behind, leave no child behind. And I wish Israel great success in releasing the other 91 hostages. Now, that's the good news. Big Don rescued hostages. And slightly less exciting news, the mass murderer and Islamist Axel Radukabana of Rwandan or Kenyan heritage, I forget. I think he might be Rwandan. I forget. He's African young man, born in Wales, British citizen. But we're going to discover now in court why he massacred a bunch of dancing little girls. And it almost brought Britain to its knees. And we're going to get some answers now in terms of cover-ups. The world is a dangerous, scary place now. Anyway, let's go make a good video. Guys, we're in Exchange Square. I just want to bring you the absolute breaking news. So Axel Radukabana, he's at Liverpool Crown Court. He's charged with the murder of 3 little girls and the attempted murder of 8 other little girls. And Axel, in the last few minutes, has just pled guilty to 3 counts of murder and 8 counts of attempted murder. He committed the offences when he was legally a minor, as in under 18. But it's the view of this channel, and I think of the people that watch this channel, to say that he was pretty much an adult. He was almost 18, and if he receives anything less than a whole of life term without the possibility of parole, I think it's going to bring more social instability to this nation. I really do. Begins here in Market Street. 1, 2, 3, 4 officers, 2 males, 2 females, having a good look at the premium hovel between them. I'll do a long shot in between them. There's Crutchy, Ironside, and a few other hangers on. And hello, mate. All good. And something's taken their interest. They're having a look. So we're having a look at them having a look, and you're having a look at my video of them having a look at the crackheads. So it's fractal looking all the way up. Oh, all right. They've pulled aside a very small man with long curly hair. I think he's got the North African look, the Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria, Libya, Egypt look he's got going on there. Would my viewers agree? Oh, he's on fire. He's literally smoking. Anyway, we'll get a different angle. Here's your different angle. So we're going to zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Have a look, see how the hovel's doing. And of course, the pram. The pram-alam ruins it. Anyway, just take a deep breath. Normal video photon collection will resume the moment the large square cylinder snake has exited my subconscious. Get out of my subconscious. Yep. Again, why is it tolerated? Why is it tolerated? It's the main tourist drag. Why? What's going on? Why? I don't know. Now, just like you, maybe, I've been messed around, effed around, and dehumanized by certain police officers. Yet, I'm still able to still treat the rest of them with dignity and humanity and respect, because everyone's an individual, everyone's a human being. And we need to encourage the good officers to weed out the bully tyrants who enjoy it a little too much. So for all the good officers, we salute you. Officers continue towards the hovel as our alleged North African is detained. Okay, they are headed directly towards the hovel. Doing a bit more wildlife photography from a distance. Too much interaction affects the probabilities and the amplitudes, and affects the results. And there's Crutchy, stood up, walking away. Yeah, he doesn't want to be spoken to by police, so if he sees me, even with the police here, he'll kick off. He has no impulse control. I don't even think he is able to be rational anymore. I honestly believe that. Okay guys, it looks like the premium hovel has been busted and wrapped up. Duvets, sleeping bags, detritus, all been picked up now. And Mark there in the wheelchair, he's wheelie upset about it. And outside the most dangerous McDonald's in the Western Hemisphere, the two male officers make their way towards the hovel as well. Sorry, the former hovel, it's just been cleared up. Okay, the male officers are now at the hovey. And 3 more male officers have arrived, making the total officers in Cracky Gardens right now 7. And they're all dressed for business. They're not the tennis ball fluorescent friendly cops. These are big booted, ready for action, all in black cops, Kiwi cops, if you get the reference. So Donald Trump's inauguration speech is coming later on today. A couple of points. He's already promised to repeal and cancel with 100 executive orders the nonsense that Biden and the wokies brought in the last 4 years. And the FTSE 100, having reached a fresh record last week, this morning has soared to a new record as businesses, both national and international, react positively to the return of common sense. Here on Deansgate, it's worth having a look. I'm going to show you. Regular viewers will have seen this before, but new viewers are like, whoa, what's he doing? This is called Barton Arcade. It's a Victorian-built arcade when glass became cheap enough to mass produce. And so you got Crystal Palace, Alexandra Palace, all the other palaces. And then on the lesser level, sorry about, whoa, it stopped flickering. There you go, stop changing my frame rate. Camera, anyway, blah, 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 Barton Arcade, hope you love it as much as I do. It's very nice, and it's got so much potential. If only they'd renovate the top a bit. Look at that, is that flickering? Flickering? Not flickering. So much the frame rate that was causing the flickering, more the shutter speed, I think. Okay, some news from the Shires. At Manchester Airport earlier, officers of Greater Manchester Police, probably armed, boarded an EasyJet flight. It's one of our budget airlines here in Europe. Boarded a flight to arrest a 50-year-old woman acting, and I quote, atrociously. That's your update from the Shires. Okay, welcome to Oldham Street in the Northern Quarter. The alternative and hippie and hipster part of Manchester. Someone was asking me in the comment section, is Affleck's Palace? It's like a big conglomeration of stalls and independent stores and tattoo artists, body modification, hippie clothes, hemp this, hemp that. Is it still open? The answer is yes. It is still open, and when I first moved here back in 2011, This used to be called Cyberdog. Who had a pair of Cyberdog techno jeans? But yeah, it's still open. And what we're going to go and have a look at is the main drag here in the northern quarter, because every kind of subdivision, every area, sub-area, every little district has its little epicenter. So we're going to go and have a look down the main drag. Sometimes there's a bit of drama and stuff your boss doesn't want you to know, and it's been ripped off maybe for being communist, socialist propaganda. Thing is though, I'll tell you why this is bullshit. By law, they have to give you a booklet outlining that. Now, it would be nice if we could maintain a well-ordered and civil society without doing what we need to do, and it would be amazing if we could all get free antelope and berries and nuts without having to hunt and gather for them. But ultimately, someone has to hunt and gather for your money, for your antelope, for your berries and nuts. And I made a post on X the other day saying that when Grug and Grugette and the other cavemen were sat around the campfire eating bison and baboon and whatever else they ate around the campfire, the origins of communism and socialism arrived in the form of shamans. And the shaman would be a clever bastard, but maybe a bit of a beta, bad genetics, not very good at hunting, not very good at gathering, but he'd be good at his social skills to brainwash Grug. Hey Grug, you big strong caveman. You know the sky gods and the rock gods and the saber-toothed tiger gods, they'll torture you for eternity unless you give me half of your meat. I need some nuts and berries. You are a bad man. The sky gods will not like you unless you give up some of your produce for me. Okay, I am wretched. I am reminiscent of Cain in the Bible, and you're more reminiscent of Abel. But still, unless you give me your good stuff, you're a bad man. And boom, communism was founded. All right, let's see the graffiti artists that play. They're playing a bit of rap music, so got to be careful with the copyright. There you go. Long-term residents who remember there was a Banksy encased in Perspex back in the day. There's the artist. How are you? Give me the loot. And then this artist is a fan of the browns, the beiges, the greys, you're more of a kind of like warmer color kind of guy. The other guy's more of a cold color. Wowee. So we say goodbye to our graffiti artists. They're quite friendly. And we come on to, what's this one? One of these. This is the main drag. This is the main drag of the northern quarter. Why is it called? It's not even in the north of Manchester. It's like in the west. The west quarter. No, sorry. My balls are out. My balls have shriveled. This is the east quarter. If Salford and Scotland is that way, Liverpool's that way, Leeds is that way, this would be the east quarter. Here's some more crash barriers painted bright because cyclists in the fog were on a grey road, grey sky, grey vision, crashing into it. Some good abandonment here, guys. Look at this one. Look at the braces on these teeth to hold this bad boy up. Oof. Look at that. Because that, ladies and gentlemen, is a listed building. I think it's illegal. It might not be. It might be being preserved for a different reason. Because why? Some sort of Victorian slum house. Why would it be listed? Like, why is that one being protected as well? So let it collapse, dude. That's wokeism. Just let it fall. Don't prop it up. Don't give it any more money. Take off the scaffolding. See if it can support itself under its own strength. And the answer is no. We arrive on to High Street. High Street, how are you? My name's Charlie. No, it's high as in high as a kite. Sorry, dude. What was he going to do going here? I think he was the naughty bugger. Yeah. There's old Smithfield's fish market. Can you guess what they used to sell in the fish market? Yeah, you guessed right. They used to sell monkeys. And I think this will be some sort of like camera filming van. There's always studios and production companies doing the old video, yeah, the old filming. And for the first time in my career here in Manchester, I've just noticed this building here is from 1878, when Victoria was winning wars left, right, and centre. She's having a great time, Victoria, the Queen. Hello, mate. Morning. How are you? Good. I see this car's been marked for removal. Yeah, is he a marked man?
He is.
Because I guess you guys had booked this whole area and he didn't obey the...
That area, yeah.
Oh, that area there. So you guys probably can't do what you need to do until he goes. Anyway, good luck with all the filming and I hope it works well. Cheers. Happy New Year, mate. Cheers, dude. Thank you. Security guards who are friendly escape the facial photon collection. Yeah, nice guy. I like him. I like him. Oh, this is Soap Street, and it's not, someone corrected me, it's not the street that Tyler Durden lived in the novel Fight Club, even though he made soap from the fat of rich women's liposuction. Brilliant. Remember when it all fell all over Ed Norton? So, yeah, Soap Street and all of Manhattan and those other grid cities were based on Manchester and Glasgow with all the escapes. You know, a lot of Manhattan apartments have that kind of, well, have this kind of style. And we arrive down the bottom. At the bottom here, you got Rambo's, Rambo's piercing, and I always laugh at that. Fresh needle for every client. Oh, wow. Wow, I'm sold. A fresh needle, no way. My last 3 tattoo artists, they imported needles from South Africa. I'll be fine. There's cheap needles from South Africa. There's no problems in South Africa medically. They love a tiled pub here in Manchester, don't they? They love a nice shiny tiled pub. The Lower Turk's Head. Much better than the Upper Turk's Head. Okay, well, more breaking news for you guys. Speaking from Washington, D.C., where he is going to attend the inauguration of Big Don, Big Swinging Dick, Donald Trump. Nigel Farage, the leader of the Reform Party, a very fast-growing party, which is probably #1 in the opinion polls right now. He has said directly that Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, and high-ranking police officers covered up the truth about young Axel being a terrorist, his previous arrests for knives, being known to the police, being known to the authorities for being a potential disgusting radical Islamist. And Nigel Farage also says that he was blocked from asking these questions in Parliament by the Prime Minister. I don't know how a Prime Minister can do that, but these are the things that Nigel Farage is saying now. And he then adds that the riots may have been prevented had the government treated the public with respect and told them the truth. Do you know who you don't tell the truth to? To children and the mentally disabled. You don't tell them the truth because it can really hurt them. But for every other grown-up, every other adult, unless you tell them the truth, you're treating them like absolute scum. No wonder the riots happened after that. Not justifying it, but no wonder they happened. Come back to the food strip in Piccadilly Gardens. I think there's some officers with evidence bags. What's in the evidence bag, madame? Can anyone see what that is? Anyone? Is it a blade? Is it a knifey? Is it dorgs? Narcos? I don't know. But one thing I do know is that he is complying with the law with his XL bully. I think about a year ago, all dogs of this breed have to wear the muzzle because they are overrepresented in the toddler shredding Olympics. In terms of crufts in the toddler shredding division, the XL Bully keeps coming out #1. That dog per capita shreds more toddlers than any other breed, and so goes to show there are innate and inherent differences between breeds of dog. Funny that, isn't it? Aww. I'm not saying I know what's going on, I don't, but I know for sure it must be logistically a bit harder to arrest a man with a dog than it is to arrest a man without a dog. Okay, more stuff. Oh, she needs the baggie. I think he's being released because she's handed back all his stuff and she wants the evidence bag back. So, damp squib. What does a damp squib sound like? The police are keeping one evidence bag with some of his stuff, and they've returned the cash, the wallet, and other things. So maybe he had a minor misdemeanor. Maybe he had a small amount of a herbal plant that grows naturally all around the planet. Can't really be did God make a mistake? I know I'm paraphrasing Bill Hicks, but did God make a mistake with cannabis? Did he? You know, he was just chilling out on the 7th day. He was like resting, and then he's like, "Oh my me! I've left weed everywhere." Human beings might think they can use it, smoke it, medicinally, recreationally. Not allowed, says God. Well, you ever like watch American like cop, you know, YouTube like cop body cam stuff, like interview stuff? They don't care about weed anymore. They don't care. You know, they'll run into a house where someone's smoking a big doob, and they just like, yeah, we don't care. Hey man, what happened to your eye, little guy? What's up? I'd hate to see the other guy. Are you okay? Is it, you're not hurt or anything? Not too bad.
I swear everyone called you a pedo.
Mate, but they shouldn't, and that's disgusting. And don't you repeat it, mate. Don't you? It's not funny, dude. With that attitude, slander child with the massive black eye, a few seconds later came back with one of his friends on the phone on video call. Charlie, my best friend loves you. Please say hello to him. And I'm like, what? You've lit... Oh. This is clown world. We are in clown world. And why are the police following XL Bully Man? I just don't understand anymore. And another, that's not the same group we were just beside before, but there's just the heavy police presence is back. I think they might also be worried about anarchists and lefties and commies kicking off with the Trump inauguration later on today. You know, to the hammer and sickle wielding young socialists. Trump's in power, let's smash things up, let's smash everything, smash capitalism, smash landlords, smash our bank accounts, smash Primark, smash HSBC, we'll smash everything. One scene goes down Market Street, he's got 2 female police escorts, and another scene develops here. There's police and paramedics. Oh, there's a tram right behind me as well. I think there's someone on the ground. Again, medical stuff. I know there's police involved, but generally, you know, it's not black and white, but we try and avoid too many medical incidents on this channel. Unless it's violently self-inflicted. We'll see. There's a balance to be struck. Let's give you guys the wide angle. So here's the tram line. There's Northern Quarter, Piccadilly Gardens, Market Street, and I think he has risen, or he's sat up anyway. But I'm just going to do a few seconds of this and then we're going to leave it because it's primarily a medical thing. This is an interesting one. So behind these 3 men, 2 cops and 1 detainee, and I'll tell you in a second why. Behind there's the passed out man who maybe took too much. 1 took over the line. I'm joking. He might have had a medical, purely a heart thing, a mind thing, so we shouldn't joke. But 1 took over the line. Anyway, I've just overheard the officer here. You might recognize the officer. Very good officer, very friendly. He's caught a few bad guys on the channel before. He's just said to the guy, "You are under arrest. You are under arrest." And the guy's like, "What do you mean? There's no arrests here. I'm not under it." Hardy. I may have misheard. I should maybe backtrack. Hey Jake, how are you, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, mate.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey guys, you're right. Yeah, I know Jake.
Do you want to do an intro to us?
you want to do one?
I only know you because of your voice.
Oh, thank you.
I'll do one.
Well, why don't you step here and then we'll do like... So for everyone just joining us, Jake, how are you and what are they watching?
Good, thank you. You are watching the cveitch channel.
Thank you, sir.
No worries.
Good man. Of course you can. What are they watching?
I don't know.
What's my name?
Charlie.
There you go. You're watching Charlie. Thank you.
Yeah, I only know because of your voice.
I think the guy's getting arrested and then there's a guy passed out behind them.
You know what happened to
Yeah, he's just around the corner. He's just around the corner.
Oh, did he not die?
Yeah, sorry, there's something else is going on. Wait, do they look like they're walking with intent? They do, don't they?
Yeah.
They're going to something. Anyway, there's too many scenes, guys. Anyway, the most that's going to happen here, he's going to comply, he'll get handcuffed, and that's it. We're going to follow those WPC. See you guys.
See ya.
All the best. The WPCs stands for women. Whoa, man. Whoa, man, police. Constable. Sounds almost rude. It's spelt constable, but it's pronounced constable. The hell? Oh, what's going on here?
Bullshit, yeah, it's bullshit, Brian. I'm not having it.
I'm not having it, Brian, either. I'm not having it either, Brian. Bloody hell. Anyway, gambling shop, nice and degenerate. Bit of gambloids, let's go wide angle. Why not be passed out outside a William Hill gambling shop? Oh, he's got what appears to be, poor guy, fecal matter on the front of his jeans. Sorry, front of his trousers. Yeah, that's a particular shade of brown that we know and love, guys. Hope he's okay. Yeah. Compassion, Charlie. Compassion. Compassion. Poor guy. Seeing as it's maybe another guy who took too much, one talk over the line. We'll leave them to it. Oh. You have to disassociate a bit. And you have to kind of like step out of your own mind for a bit when you watch these things, because they are all very harrowing and very sad, really. Every single one of these people I film, was once a little baby, needing nurture, needing love, needing affection, needing everything. And how do babies turn into us damaged people? I'm not separating myself. We're all... What's he staring at, mate? What are you staring at, bro? What are you staring at, dude? YouTube channel. Oh no, it's the police I record. I do police activity. It's not you, man. Like this handsome policeman, very popular on my channel. This guy, very popular. I've got lots of fans, female fans, you know.
Makes a change.
Yeah. Anyway, it's good to see everyone smiling and laughing, and it's all good. It's all good. Well, it was all very friendly, but he is now under arrest. Arrest, I think, coming from the French word arrête, which means to stop. You are now under a stop. Your daily activities as a free man are now stopped, and you're coming with us. And if you've ever been arrested, guys, you're not going to get tortured or beaten up, but you'll have to face your own brain in a boring cell for many hours. And so if you can avoid it, guys, avoid it. A couple of the tennis ball coloured, friendlier looking ones arrive as the big stretcher arrives for one of the guys, and we'll leave them. Hey guys, you alright? All good? And just like that, even more police arrive. Loads of them. Everywhere. A rare moment where you might feel a bit safer with the crackhead menace. And I'll tell you when I feel least safe is when I rejoin Laura when she's come to the city. She stays very far away from me for... Sorry? Why would I do that, sir? Why would I antagonize homeless people? No, but why would I antagonize? No, dude, you know I love content, so you've interacted with me, so don't. I'm not following you, but why did you tell me to go and harass homeless people? No? All right, not feeling chatty. No, anyway, thanks for watching. Love you too, man. Yeah. Oh well, you don't need to argue with every hater, Charlie. Anyway, did I even finish my story? I'll tell you when I feel least safe is when I rejoin Laura and the baby and we have to exit the city, often at night time, far away. And I've had horrific crackheadery see me with the baby and say, "Ah, Charlie, nice baby, are you ashamed if something happened to your baby?" And that gives me strongest heebie-jeebies. You can't take a chance when you're with your baby. So I just saw on the news now, our young, ordinary Welshman, Axel Ruda Kubunu, he's admitted to 11 counts of murder and attempted murder and terrorism charges. And turns out that the authorities, the police and the social services and so forth, had referred him 3 times, 1, 2, 3 times, to Prevent, which is a charity and mind control, mind brainwashing thing to prevent people from getting further radicalized into terrorism. So the big question now, why was an adolescent, soon to be 18, being referred all the time to anti-terrorism stuff? You know, got in trouble for taking a knife to school, and what's in schools? Loads of children. Why was he just free to walk around and murder little girls? Why? The following is a fictional speech by Prime Minister Charles Veitch following the Southport attacks in the summer of 2024 in England. Now, this is a fictional portrayal to show you what Sir Keir Starmer, the actual Prime Minister, should have said to avoid any riots. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I come to you here today at 10 Downing Street with the most horrific news. As you've all seen, 3 young English girls have been murdered. 8 others have been absolutely hurt and their lives changed forever. As your Prime Minister, I want to first of all apologise to the nation for the failings of my security services. I must be upfront with you, as adults are always upfront with other adults. He was a 17-year-old Welsh boy of Rwandan descent. He had been radicalised since the age of 13. He had been caught taking a knife into school and referred to the police. We found that he was increasingly radicalised with Islamic jihadism, Islamism, and the worst terrorism that comes from that. He was referred to Prevent, a charity designed to stop people being further radicalised into any extremism, 3 times. This afternoon, I'm arranging a Cobra meeting to discuss the failings of my security services. I am also personally visiting the homes and the parents or guardians of all 11 girls hurt or murdered in this disgusting tragedy. I hereby ask the great British public to remain calm, trust in the system, trust in the security services, even at this horrific time. Every single person who may have radicalised the suspect will be investigated, will be brought before the full force of the law, and any houses of God, of any faith, found to be preaching radical jihadism or other extremism will be closed down, their funding stopped, and the people behind it will be deported. Now, I know emotions are running high. It's imperative we do not turn into dumb beasts and smash up our own neighbourhoods. We hate this extremism as much as you, and as a father, I can only imagine. So as I say, this afternoon I will be visiting the families of all 11 girls. I will be offering them my personal apology and shame for having failed them as your current leader that you've elected. And going forward, we will stamp out all this radicalism, all this jihadism. I am setting up a special task force called MI7. Agents whose exclusive task will be going into areas where they spread ideologies, mosques, churches, synagogues, temples, wherever. If you're brainwashing young people to commit horrific acts with your medieval, stupid ideology, we will throw you in jail for life. And that's how he should have done it. Instead, it's like, instead, the Prime Minister, oh no, he's a Welsh boy. A choir singing boy from the valleys. You shut the fuck up. Don't speculate. Don't want to see speculation. Oh, you're angry that we've lied to you. You shut the fuck up. It would have been so easy, guys, to just tell the truth. Don't know why I spoke in that aggressive monotone. Trying to sound authoritative. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Charlie Veitch from Central Manchester. And I'll see you as always on the next one.